course, as you know, Americans observing a national day of mourning today as the life of former President Jimmy Carter is celebrated with a state funeral, and then he'll be laid to rest. The 39th president is being remembered not only for his service in office back in the 70s, but also for his extraordinary service to the world after leaving office. Two presidents, longtime friends, and advisors eulogize President Carter today. President Biden, who was the first U.S. senator to endorse Carter's White House bid, praised his character.
Jimmy Carter's friendship taught me, and through his life taught me, the strength of character is more than title or the power we hold.
Carter departed the nation's capital for the last time Thursday afternoon, headed for his hometown of Plains, Georgia, where he will be buried next to his wife of 77 years. People across the country, they are taking time today to kind of look back on the legacy of the former president, whether they voted for him or not, or even know of him and his work after he left office.
Megan Hartnett looked into how people here in Toledo are remembering the former president. Megan, what did people tell you today?
I had some people tell me they remember voting for him. Others say when they hear his name, it's not his politics they think of, but his work and dedication to others that has stayed with them. Family, presidents, former and current, and politicians gathered at the National Cathedral to remember Jimmy Carter. And others did too at the Oregon Senior Center to watch the funeral services for the former president. While watching the services for Carter, community members weren't as focused on his politics or policies.
You know, whatever you are, D, R, or I.
Looking back more on his character.
He loved America, and he did do his best.
He did a lot of good and was just a very down-to-earth president.
And the legacy he left across the United States, even stopping in Northwest Ohio during his presidential term in 1980. Lucas County Commissioner Pete Gerken took time to remember the former president today, saying he was dealt a few bad cards when stepping into office.
What he did to contribute to the world and the country came after he left office.
His legacy spans farther than the 50 states, reaching into countries across the globe through his work with Habitat for Humanity, building, renovating, and repairing nearly 4,500 homes in 14 countries.
I mean, here was a gentleman in his 90s still participating at building homes, getting on a ladder and pounding nails in the wood.
And his involvement in expanding democracy.
If you don't know the history of Jimmy Carter, it's worth knowing, because I don't think you'll ever see a president come out again that retains his humanity and his soul to the level that Jimmy Carter did.
If you want to know more about the former president's history, including his impact on local Habitat for Humanities, and to see when he visited Northwest Ohio, you can visit our website at WTOL.com. Reporting in studio, Megan Hartnett, WTOL 11.